They told me slowly is the fastest way to get where you wanna be. So I ease to a steady speed. Let that breathe, no push stop. Give me keys to that blue Impala, this the good part. When you living everything you thought about. No single mothers who had to teach their sons how to stop. No killers who became good fathers who raised their daughters. Look now, AP, I'm 50 for my keys. Las Vegas residency.
Live from Dodger Stadium, opening day baseball on the show. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. All right, ready to get underway. And the batter will be the shortstop, Zach McKinstry. On the corner for a strike, and a new season is officially underway.
Nope, outside.
Sasaki, a big part of the storyline for us today. He's making his debut and hoping to carve out a valuable role in the mound of this ball club.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's to third. Muncy gets it to first. 1 out in the top of the first. And next up for the Tigers, Parker Meadows. Fastball for a strike.
At this point, it doesn't matter if you're a first rounder or an undrafted free agent. All that matters once you reach this level is producing. Can you help your team get better? It's a big question. That said, you don't want to put too much pressure on your debut. I hope he's taking time to enjoy this experience today.
Strikeout. And that's the first strikeout of his major league career.
And it could be the first of many if he meets the goals he set for himself and the expectations others have for him. He doesn't want to just win games. He wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers can sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
Boog, I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting a ball over the fence. And so for a guy, even if he doesn't have power stuff or strikeout stuff, a strikeout is still something that makes him stick his chest out a little bit further.
And there's a foul ball. And no one can get there. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Gleyber Torres up to the plate. Knee high, that's in for a strike.
0-1.
Just missed. Just missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That one missed. First and second, 2 down here on opening day.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And look out as that one ran in and got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. And up next for Detroit, Spencer Torkelson.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Carpenter at third. Green on second. Torres on at first with 2 down. That one way outside. Going to count 1 and 2. Out to short. Betts tosses across the first. Out to escape a bases. Back here in L.A. and towing the slab, Tarek Skubal. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, this guy had a bunch of wins last year, and I'll tell you what, as a position player, when you've got a pitcher that's going to go out there, take the ball, and put you in a position to win, for whatever reasons, you're relaxed, you enjoy playing behind him, but you also are able to score for a guy like that, and that's who he was for his team last year, and I'm sure they're hoping they get more of the same this season.
Inside. Now 1 and 2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And that one hit to first. And he takes it himself for the out. Here's Mookie now. Right through there for a strike. Strike two.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
One out, bases empty.
Ball one.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and a ground ball. Gloves it on the dive. To his knee, the throw. And that's a great play for the out. 2 outs, bases empty. There's Freddie Freeman down. And that one hammered. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a foul straight back. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. 2 outs, base is empty. On the back here at Dodger Stadium. Second inning set to go. Now it's the that's off the inside corner, and the count even 1-1. Carl Dixon working the plate in this one.
You know, we often hear and talk about umpires being a pitcher's umpire, but Boog Dixon maybe a little bit more hitter friendly than most. He's kind of tight on the corners, so we'll see if that comes into play at all in this one.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Now here is Jake Rogers. Swung on, belted. Pajes on the move towards the line. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Keith gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Way inside, gets out of the way. Grounded to third. Could be 2. Muncy to second. How about that double play?
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Now the third baseman, Andy Ibanez. And a swing and a miss there. No score here in the second. Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Tigers are shut down. Back here at Dodger Stadium, home of the World Series champs. Last year was a good one for the Dodger faithful, singing L.A. winning their second title in the last 5 years.
Yeah, what a year, Boog, and that makes it 8 championships in franchise history. Tremendous job all around. They won the Shohei sweepstakes, led baseball in attendance, had the best record in the league, and finished it off with the World Series.
Up and in, and the count 1-2. Last season for the Dodgers was all about Shohei, but the World Series belonged to Freddie.
Nobody better in baseball to deliver those types of moments than Freddie Freeman. He made memories that are going to cover generations.
And now the real challenge for the Dodgers, finding a way to match what they did a year ago. Couldn't catch up to the heater. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Hard hit left side. Throw on to Torkelson, and they get the out on Smith. And now it's Max Muncy. Good power, not great in the OBP department. He swings and fouls one off. The pitch. Foul ball. 2 outs. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. Nothing doing for the Dodgers. And we're back onto the third inning. And now the shortstop, Zach McKinstry. That one drifts inside. And that drops in for a strike. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Left field. Hernandez settles underneath it and makes the grab. And there's one away. And here is Parker Meadows. Just missed. Meadows goes 6 feet 5 inches, 25 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2018. Swing and a line drive ripped out into left center field. That'll touch down for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
1-1.
Just missed.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Now move to first. Meadows back in standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that
pitch. 2-2. There's a swing and a drive. And that should be extra bases. And that's going to roll to the wall. Meadows around third. He'll score. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Picks himself up an RBI. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
This to third. Muncy out at the plate. Here's Gleyber Torres. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. On the ground to short. Betts slings to first, and Gleyber Torres retired. That's the third out. Detroit with the RBI triple. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Major League Baseball set for the bottom of the third, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pages. Scooble back to work. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul.
At the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Next offering is down low.
So, Boog, if you had to take one for the team, where would you want to get hit?
Chris, I think I'd have to say upper hamstring. Tommy Edman at the plate. That's inside. And that's ball one. Tying run is at first here on opening day. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
With two strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Ripped on a line to center. And there's one down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Taylor with a homer in his last game. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Fights it off. You'll see another. Pages leads off first with one away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Grounded out his first time up. Late swing, foul to the left.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
2 outs.
1-1.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Started after it, appeal to third. He did not go around. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. Now, and welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. Right through there for a strike.
Well, these Tigers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
This one in the air, right field. Pajes under it. Puts it away for the out.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Keith stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike. 2.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
On the ground to the left. Muncy sends it to first. And now 2 gone. Jake Rogers up now for the Tigers. There's your strike. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. A little out front there as he swings through it.
No ball, 2 strikes.
The other way. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing across. Bottom 4, here's Mookie Betts. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
No ball,
I think he was
strikes.
sitting off speed there.
That's out.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. The hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so he's got to stay ready for it.
Turns and fires the Betts. And that's outside.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Fastball almost got him there.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
High fly ball out to center field. Meadows hauls it in, and there's 1 away. So now it's Freddie Freeman. Struck out looking in his first at bat. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Swings through that one. 0-1.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And there's a strike on the outside corner. And it's 0-2.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
Inside, almost got him. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 2-2. Ground ball up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. And he can't come up with it.
The move off the field towards the dugout, and then everyone's got to come back. Sometimes you take that throw for granted, and that's all it takes to keep the inning going.
Hit hard on the ground and up the middle, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. That's worth the price of admission. And the Dodgers have the lead. It's 3-1. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at-bat. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Pajes at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. Missed with a changeup. Ball 1. That to right. And it drops in. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Tommy Edman. 0 for 1 so far. Tag, and he's out at first. Couldn't get back to the bag. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. That funky Muncy with the homer for L.A. And this is now... Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. There's a strike.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do? In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. And next to hit for Detroit, Zach McKinstry. Both 2 in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Well, that's
just off the inside edge. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And he walked him.
That's ball 4. Take your base.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Meadows in the box again. Takes the strike.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss at a slider. The Tigers trailing by 2 here on opening day. Strike 3. It's a strikeout for Roki.
Well, that seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Carpenter, the next to hit, takes outside.
Ball 1, no strike.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Edman going after it. Drops into the glove, and that is that. And it remains a 3-1 ball game. Bottom of the inning. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder Tommy Edman. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Activity in the bullpen for Detroit. Tommy Kahnle, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Herder, the lefty, warming up as well. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Taylor, not sure what to expect after that first pitch. And it's 1-1.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
And that one in the air center field. Meadows makes the catch. And there's 2 away. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. And first offering is fouled off.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
Misses inside. And the count 1-2. In the air, left side. This one looks like trouble. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay. Tag, and he's out. Trying to get back, and that will end the inning. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Here's the left fielder, Riley Green. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And a quick out, number 1. Here comes Gleyber Torres. He's 0 for 1. Just missed. Torres, 28 years old. And he was born in Venezuela. Next pitch is outside.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Zips it across, and Gleyber Torres retired. Here comes Torque to the plate. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Up the middle, Taylor. Throws to first, and they get Torkelson for the out. And back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tommy Kahnle. Here's Mookie to hit. Tap foul at the plate. The shortstop takes the ball. That one's in there, and the count 1-2.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Torkelson, and puts the squeeze on that one, and there's one down. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center, ranging back. That one is gone. And Freddie goes deep. His first homer of the year, and they add a run. It's 4-1.
Freddie has such a smooth swing. He makes these home runs look so effortless. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Hernandez stands in now and watches strike 1. Late on that fastball. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jason Foley getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. 2 down, bases empty. Will Smith now at the plate. 1 for 2. Yeah, he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
That one way inside.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Two down, bases empty, but one run across here in the bottom of the sixth. Goes down looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now back here at Dodger Stadium. Top of inning number 7. And now Colt Keith. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Hit in the air, left field. Hernandez. And out number 1 on the grab. Okay, Singy, I think we can say it's been a successful Major League debut for him on the mound. He's giving this organization and its fans some reasons to be excited about what he can do at this level.
I think so too, Boog. It's always such a good feeling to see someone attack a new challenge and do well at it. And that's what we're witnessing today. It's a brand new environment, and he's finding a way to succeed. He'll be humbled sooner or later, so that's going to come. But I've really liked what I've seen from him in this one. I think he belongs here.
And next up for the Tigers, Andy Ibanez. Swing and a liner foul off to the right.
Timing issues can snowball quickly, and that's what we're witnessing here. This lineup's inability to lock onto the pitcher's delivery is causing a few awkward swings.
Tosses to first, and that is that. 3 up. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jason Foley. Here comes Max Muncy. He's already homered here in this one. And that misses. And that's ball 1.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate, where this guy could do some real damage.
The pick behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
He's got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
Back foot slider ties him up, struck him out. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Out to short. Throw on to Torkelson. And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, bases empty. And next for LA, Tommy Edman. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throw on to Torkelson. And the Dodgers are set down. Ready to begin the 8th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Zach McKinstry. New arm out of the bullpen, Alex Vesia. This is his 3rd time. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Up and in, look out. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Meadows in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
On the ground, and that chance handled. The throw to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. 2 down, bases empty. Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Hernandez makes the catch, and that'll do it. Back here in LA, bottom of the 8th. Here comes Chris Taylor. Pinch hitter coming on, number 6.
Well, with this speed, he could really make some things happen leading off.
Foley back to work. And he takes a strike. Ripped into left field, and that'll fall for a hit. Now here is Shohei Ohtani, 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Dodgers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. And safe. It's a stolen base. Inside move to second, and he dives back in safely. On the ground right side. In plenty of time to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Betts in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. That misses, and it's 2-0. One away with a runner at third. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Check swing, and that's a ball. In for a strike, and it's 3-1.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Rogers makes the grab. 2 down. Here is Freddie Freeman. He's already homered in this game. And a ground ball to first. And foul ball. 2 outs. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. In comes the runner from third, and they're up by 4. Fires to second too late, and he's got a double.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just an awesome swing of the bat, quick hands, and just launched the baseball. 108 on the exit velocity. Man, that is coming off the bat pretty good. I know he's feeling good about it.
Hernandez at the plate and takes high there. Line drive, base hit. Freeman around third. Here's the throw to the plate. Tag, safe at home. It's 6-1.
But that does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Man at first. And here's the catcher, Will Smith. Checks over to first. Back safely. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And a foul ball. Race to right center, base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. And here comes Grant Herter. Gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Up the middle, McKinstry. And that'll keep more runs from coming in, inning over. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple. So remaining in the game defensively, number 6. He entered the game to pinch hit and now man second base. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Clayton Kershaw. This is his first appearance of the season. Green in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Throw on to Freeman. Now one gone in the ninth.
Up next for the
Here's
Tigers,
Gleyber Torres.
the second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
First
Ball back
pitch, and he
outside.
just misses. For Clayton Kershaw, the resume speaks for itself. One of the best pitchers of his or any generation. The
I got 1 ball, 1
Dodgers
strike.
leading by 5 here at the top of the ninth. He's won 3 Cy Youngs, an MVP, and a guy who has really leaned on that slider as the dominant pitch for his career. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 gone now. So last chance for the Tigers. And now the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. In there at the knees. 0-1. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Back there. And that one is gone. A massive home run. That's his 50th career homer. And they're chipping away. It's 6-2. Keith in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count even at 1.
Ball, that pitch is up.
And there's a ball.
3.
Ground ball to the right side. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game. Sasaki with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
And your final 6.
Okay, Mr. Misfit, but I ain't Mr. Fit in mine. This some rich like Gucci Pampers from my runs. I get so much, I lose my mind, put on a new one. I guess what they say about the mind, kinda true, huh? Terrible thing away. New watch the gun and just spoke to me. A bird was in the face. New rat, they dose to me. Hilarious in the way. My smacker too close to me. One plastic take on my coat for me. I blasted open. She on the dopamine. Locally, I be low with skis. Overseas, I be ODB. I'm the one that turned the earth gold like Mickey D. Them thunder thuns, they told me more than poppy seeds. The mini tiny mommy, all she say is me, no poppy seed. Hardly can speak no English, but counting up the